Hey everyone, welcome to our flow today. Today I have an energizing sequence for you guys. This is going to be a great flow to do in the morning to wake yourself up. Maybe if you need a midday pick me up or you're just feeling restless and want to move your body. Either way, this is going to be a great flow for you. So let's get into some comfy clothes, roll out our mat, and let's begin. We're going to begin in a cross-legged seat in the center of our mat here. If you have a block or a cushion or a pillow, I would really recommend putting that under your sitting bones. I am using just a regular yoga block, but again, anything you have handy, like a cushion, pillow, just to give you a little elevated seat. It's going to help your knees relax lower than your hips, releasing some tension in the hips and allowing your spine to naturally align and sit a little bit taller. We're going to start with some seated cat-cows. So from your meditative seat, let's place our hands on our knees. Starting on an inhale, we're going to arch the spine, pressing the chest forward, and lift your gaze and your chin to the sky. Exhale, we're going to round the spine, press away from the knees and tuck the chin. Inhale to arch, open the chest and gaze to the sky. And exhale to round the spine, pressing through the palms and tucking the chin. Continue this movement with your own breath here. Let's do one more here. Now we're going to add some circles. So as we arch the spine, we're going to just circle the chest forward, sending it to the head too, and then circling it back. Continuing to pair our movements with our breath here. And go ahead and reverse your circles, sending it in the other direction. One more here. Coming back to that long neutral spine. Now we're going to go into a breathing technique that is very quick and energizing. It's going to get oxygen to our brain, get our blood flowing, all the good things. So starting with an inhale, we're going to send our arms up, palms open. Exhale, close the palms and pull down like you're pulling yourself up. Inhale, sending the arms up, open hands. Exhale, pulling the arms down, closed hands. Now continuing to pair our breath with the movement, we're going to speed it up here. Sharp, quick inhales through the nostrils. Go ahead and find stillness. You can rest your hands on your thighs. Take some deep breaths. That one immediately makes me feel a little lightheaded, definitely more awake, like I do have more oxygen in my brain. We're going to go into one more round of that breathing technique. So if you need to take a moment before we begin, please do so. And if at any point you feel really lightheaded or faint, go ahead and stop and just allow your breath to follow its natural flow. All right, getting into the second round here. Inhale, sending the arms up, and let's begin. Go ahead and find stillness. Resting your hands, take a minute. All right, as we inhale, let's send our arms up to the sky, reaching tall. Exhale, twist to the left, lowering your hands. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale back to the left. Inhale through center. And exhale to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale, left hand comes down to the mat. Right arm reaches over, stretching through the side body. Pulling your right shoulder back to open your chest. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the left. Now, instead of inhaling through center, we're going to swing our arm around, switching over to the right side. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, swing it back over to the left. Inhale. Exhale, swing. Inhale here. Exhale, swing. Inhale here. Exhale, swing. Inhale back through center. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's take a moment here to check in with our energy. Notice the sensations through your body. And I'd like to give a reminder as we move through our flow, focusing on our breath, staying present in our bodies, disengaging with our distracting thoughts, keeping a clear mind, just aware and focused on the present. Inhale, sending the arms up. Exhale, release. Now we're going to come off of our block or our cushion pillow. We can just set it to the side. We probably won't be needing it for the rest of class, but keep it in reach in case you feel like you need it. Please use it at any time for support in any of the poses. We're going to come onto our hands and knees, meeting in a tabletop position. Making sure our knees are in line with our hips and our wrists are in line with our shoulders. Find a long neutral spine here, reaching the crown forward, engaging the core. We're going to tuck the toes behind us and inhale, hover your knees just a couple inches above the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. This time we're going to hold it for one more breath. Inhale here. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. We're going to hold it a little longer. Notice the sensations in your body here. Keeping your spine long. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, lower. Now we're going to step our feet back, coming into a high plank. Engage your core. Reach through the crown of your head for that long spine. Hold this here, noticing the muscles twitch, noticing your thoughts. Continue to breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, send the glutes up for downward facing dog. Let's take a moment here to pedal the legs. So bend one knee at a time, sending the opposite heel towards the mat. Release the weight of your head, reach the sitting bones up to the sky. And now let's carefully walk our toes up to the top of the mat. Coming to a forward fold. Release the weight of your head. Let's do a half lift. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Now we're going to slightly bend the knees. Inhale, slowly pull yourself up from the base of your spine, letting your arms hang. The chin will be the last thing to lift. Inhale, sending the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here to check in with your energy. Take notice of the sensations through your body. We're going to go into some sun salutation sequences here to really wake us up, get our energy flowing, warm the body. So starting in our mountain pose. Inhale, sending the arms up and open the chest to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, step the right foot back for a lunge. Inhale, left foot steps back for plank. Exhale, lower knees, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg steps to the top of the mat. Exhale, left foot steps to the top, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, standing tall, reaching the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, hands to heart. That was one round of the sun salutation. We're going to go into another round here. Starting in our mountain pose, inhale, sending the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps back for lunge. Inhale, left foot steps for plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right foot steps to the top. Exhale, left foot steps for forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, hands to heart. We're going to do 2 more rounds here, moving slightly quicker, continuing to pair our movements with our breath. Inhale, sending the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps for lunge. Inhale, left foot steps to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps to the top. Exhale, left foot steps fold. Inhale, root to rise, reaching tall, open the chest. Exhale, hands to heart. Last round here. Inhale, sending the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, right foot steps for lunge. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps to the top. Exhale, left foot steps for fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here. Check in with your energy again. Notice the sensations you feel. Notice the thoughts running through your mind, your breath flowing through you. And remember to stay present and connected as we flow today. Inhale, sending the arms up. Open the hands to create some space. Exhale, chair pose. Reaching through with the arms straight from the crown of our head. Feeling our legs engage. Inhale, standing tall. Lift your right leg for a single leg mountain, finding balance here. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back for a lunge, a high lunge. We can lower our hands to our side here. Take a moment to address your feet. We want a strong foundation here. Both of our toes are facing the top of the mat. Our back heel is off of the mat. Our knee in our front is stacked right on top of that front heel. Our hips are square with the top of the mat, so pull the right hip forward, left hip back. Let's inhale, sending the arms up. Exhale, sink into your hips. Hold this for a moment, noticing your strength and your balance here. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. We can send our arms down. We're going to pull our heels inward so our toes are facing the top corners of our mat. Let's bring our hands to our hips here, pulling the hip bones up so we engage the core, and we'll find a natural tuck of the tailbone with that movement. Lengthen through the spine. Inhale, bringing your arms to cactus. Exhale, bend the knees, sitting low into your goddess pose. Notice your strength here. Strong, fierce goddess. Inhale, pressing yourself up. Extend your arms. We're in this 5-point star here. Stand tall, taking up space. Now we're going to take our right toes and turn them so they're pointing to the back edge of our mat. Our left foot is going to come in a 45-degree angle. So sending the heel back, the toes are going to point to the top left corner of our mat. Both of our legs are straight here. Our arms are in this T shape still, with our shoulders relaxed. Inhale, reach your fingertips to the back edge of your mat, sliding forward. Exhale, lower your right hand down to the mat. Inhale, open through the chest, gaze to the sky. Triangle pose. Continue to breathe here. We can use our block or our cushion to support here, or our hand can be on our ankle. Just make sure we are keeping our chest open and we're not collapsing on this right shoulder. Inhale, press yourself up. We're going to pivot our back heel off of the mat. So now both of our toes are facing the back edge of the mat. We're going to bend that front knee, coming into that high lunge. Make sure your hips are square to the edge of your mat here. So push the left hip forward, back, right hip back. Inhale, sending the arms up. Exhale, sink into your hips. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to send the arms wide, pivoting to the side. taking our heels inward, toes facing the top corners. Inhale, arms in cactus. Exhale, lower into your squat for goddess pose. Let's hold this for a moment here. Feel your thighs ignite. Standing tall, taking up space like a strong, fierce goddess. One more breath here. Inhale back to that 5-point star. Now we're going to take our left toes, facing them to the top of the mat. Back right foot comes into that 45-degree angle, sending our heel back. Toes pointing to the top right corner of our mat. Both of our legs are straight here. Make any adjustments needed. Taking our arms into this T shape, relaxing the shoulders. Inhale, reach the left fingers towards the edge of your mat. Exhale, left hand lowers either to your block, your mat, your ankle, wherever it may be. Let's just make sure we're not collapsing on our shoulder. We are standing tall, reaching the right hand up to the sky, open chest. One more deep breath here. Inhale, pressing yourself up. Now we're going to step forward back to the top of our mat. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, chair pose. Inhale to stand tall. Lift your left leg, balancing on the right. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your foot to the mat. Hands come down to heart. Take a moment here in this mountain pose. Check in with your energy. Notice the changes and the sensations through your body. Has it been easy or difficult to ignore your thoughts and stay present today? Maybe that can be a reminder that we carry through the rest of our day with us to remain present and not become overwhelmed by our thoughts, staying connected to our body and our breath. Let's inhale, sending the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Really expand through the chest here. Exhale, forward fold. Release the weight of your head. Bend the knees if you need to. It'll really help decompress your spine. Now we're going to bend the knees a little bit more. Plant the hands and step 1 foot at a time to our downward facing dog. Pull the heels up away from the mat, coming to the balls of our feet. We're going to shift forward into a plank, lowering to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Let's take a moment here. Pedal those legs again. Bending one knee at a time, sending the opposite heel towards the mat. Notice how your sensations in your body may feel different than the first time we did this. We're going to find stillness with the feet and the legs here. Inhale. Exhale, lower your knees to the mat, sending them wider than hip distance. The toes are going to come together. Press the glutes back to your heels for child's pose, reaching through the fingertips. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, meld. And let's take another complete breath here. Deep inhale, long exhale. Inhale, let's press up to tabletop, bringing your knees in line with your hips and your wrists in line with your shoulders to find alignment. Going into a cat-cow flow here. Inhale as we lower the belly, open the chest, and lift the chin to the sky. Exhale to round the spine, pressing away from the mat and tucking the chin. Inhale, lower the belly, open the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, round the spine, press away from the mat and tuck the chin. Continue moving with your own breath here, breathing slow and controlled. Option to invite some spiral movements into your cat-cow, spiraling your hips and your head in opposite directions, continuing to pair your breath with our movements here. And reversing the direction of our circles here. Finding a neutral spine here, let's swing our feet off of the edge of our mat, shifting back to sit on our glutes. Scooting down to the center of our mat, we're going to come lying on our back. Grabbing the knees, pulling them into the chest for a nice lower back release. Option to rock side to side here or remain still. Keeping the knees at the chest, we're going to extend our arms in a T shape or a cactus shape, whatever is more comfortable in your body. Pulling your knees close to the chest, and then up and over towards the right elbow. Lowering your knees all the way to the ground, taking a nice twist here. Option to take your right hand to the left knee, adding some pressure as we take our gaze over to the left, deepening that twist. Continue to breathe here, enjoying this nice release. Carefully return your knees up through center, pulling them back up to the chest and then over towards the left elbow. Same option here to place the left hand over the right knee, applying gentle pressure as we take our gaze over to the right, deepening this twist. Settle in here as we enjoy this release. Carefully return your legs through center, taking the hands back to the knees, gently squeezing into that ball. Again, we have the option to rock side to side or enjoy being still. Go ahead and release your legs, sending them long on the mat. Inhale, sending your arms up and back behind your head, reaching through the toes and the fingers for a full body stretch. Finding any movement that feels good for you here, maybe curving to the right, curving to the left. maybe rolling the wrists and the ankles. Go ahead and bring your arms down to your side, palms facing the sky. Release the weight of your feet, allowing your legs to fall open. Make any adjustments here to completely relax the body. Close your eyes and let's take a deep inhale. Long cleansing exhale. Allow your body to be still and your mind to be clear. Shavasana. Bring your awareness back to your breath, taking a deep inhale. Long, complete exhale. Invite subtle movement to the body by wiggling the fingers and the toes and rolling the wrists and the ankles. Slowly and gently bend one leg at a time, planting your feet on the mat. And when you're ready, roll into a fetal position on either your left or right side. Keeping your eyes closed, moving very slowly, press yourself up, coming to a cross-legged seat on your mat. Once we are in our seat on our mat, let's take a deep inhale, reaching the arms to the sky. Exhale, lowering hands to heart. Thank you so much for joining me today, trusting me to be your guide. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you take away a reminder to move through your day with grace and intention, remaining present in your body, staying connected to your breath and energy. One final inhale, reaching our arms to the sky. Exhale, release your arms and open your eyes. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next flow.